Hey everyone, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This is 5 Minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. I'm going to look at a game that was played earlier today in Grenke. This was Chess 960, although starting position looked like the regular starting position. Anyway, I was very impressed with what Magnus did here. Magnus is winning. He has a queen for a rook and a knight, but he's playing Victor Mikhalevski, and Mikhalevski is harassing Magnus's queen. Whenever Magnus moves his queen, he's attacking it. So Magnus thought for a while, and he sacrificed his queen because he gets 1 billion pawns. And he played queen takes e2, which surprised me. Rook takes e2, rook takes e6. Magnus's plan is to promote his c-pawn and take all of black's pawns. So the knight's attacked. So black played knight f8. I would have played king f7. But okay, he played knight f8. Magnus took the pawn. Played king f7. Magnus pushed his pawn. And the reason Mikhalevski played knight f8 earlier was to play knight e6. And Magnus said, okay, if I'm not going to promote my c-pawn, let's try to promote my a-pawn. Got 2 pawns, 1 for each of you. So then Mikhalevski tried to run his king over. Magnus said, no, you're not running your king over. And white has a tremendous number of pawns for a knight, and they're all passed. 4 pawns for a knight. Mikhalevski wanted to get some of those pawns, so he played rook e3. Magnus checked the king. King has to go to e8. If the king goes somewhere else, f8 or f6, then white can play c7. Now white can't play c7 because king takes rook. Magnus played a5, pushing his a-pawn. Rook takes f3, a6. Now the game ended in a very funny way. White's winning. There's nothing black can do. But probably I would have played rook here, rook here. Magnus would play a7, rook b7, threatening rook b8 check, and then I would resign. But Mikhalevski played knight d8, and his plan, which loses, but it's his plan, is after a7, he'll take the pawn, queen, then take the rook. And black's only down a little material, but I assume with white having 2 passed pawns, it's got to be winning for white. But Magnus thought that wasn't winning enough, and he played a better move. He followed the Ben Feingold rule, which he knows well, always sack the exchange. And instead of a7, Magnus played rook takes d8 check, which wins quicker because Mikhalevski resigned. If king takes d8, white plays a7, and you can't stop white from making a queen, and white got rid of black's knight. So Magnus sacrificed his queen, then sacrificed his rook, and in the end, he's up a queen. I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, that was round 5, which was played today, and Magnus is 5-0, which is a good score. And tomorrow, he plays a Wonder Liang, which is funny because I was in Charlotte last month, and a Wonder Liang played in the Charlotte Open for some reason. And he won all his games, but he took a half-point bye in the first round. So anyway, try to get some more coverage of this event because there's a lot of strong players. Victor Mikhalevski is in his 50s, and he's still on board 1 in round 5. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, I hope you like that game as much as Magnus. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. More 5 Minutes with Ben. Bye.